I refused to hand over my emergency savings after my cousin decided it was basically mine anyway. For the last 5 years, I've been living in survival mode. I'm talking double shifts, weekend gigs, taking any work that didn't actively destroy my body. I've worked call centers where people scream at you all day, cleaned offices at night, done food delivery in the rain, even picked up short-term construction work when I could. I don't live somewhere where hard work magically equals stability. I live somewhere where one bad month can knock you flat. I started saving because I had to, not because I was disciplined or ambitious, but because I learned early that no one was coming to catch me if I fell. My parents help when they can, but they're stretched thin themselves. So every extra dollar went into a separate account I didn't touch. No vacations, no new clothes unless something literally fell apart. I drove the same dented car until the door handle snapped off in my hand. My cousin Mark, on the other hand, has always lived a louder life. He's older than me, married, 2 kids. He jumps from job to job chasing big opportunities. And when things don't work out, it's always someone else's fault. Bad boss, bad market, bad timing. He and his wife are constantly posting about hustle culture and faith and how everything will work out. It usually does, for them, because someone always steps in. Last month, my aunt hosted a big family barbecue. Everyone was there. Kids running around, music playing, beers everywhere. At some point, my uncle starts joking about how I'm the responsible one and mentions that I always have money set aside just in case. I laughed it off, but I saw Mark clock it immediately. He pulled me aside near the grill like he was doing me a favor, asked how much I had saved. I told him I wasn't comfortable talking about it. He smiled and said, "Relax, we're family." Then he told me his car was about to be repossessed, that they were behind on rent, that the kids' school was threatening late fees. He said it fast, like a rehearsed pitch. Then came the line that made my stomach drop. "You're not using that money right now. We actually need it." I said no, calmly. I told him that money was my safety net, that I didn't have anything else. He laughed and said, "You're single, you'll be fine. We're talking about kids here." When I still didn't budge, he brought his wife over. She didn't ask. She told me how disappointed she was, how family is supposed to show up, how money comes and goes but relationships don't. My aunt joined in. Then my mom, clearly uncomfortable, said maybe I could loan them something. I asked what the repayment plan was. Silence. Mark finally said, "Don't be like that." That's when I realized they never planned to pay it back. In their minds, my savings already belonged to them. I was just being difficult by holding on to it. I told them again, firmly, no, that I wasn't responsible for fixing their choices, that I wasn't willing to risk my own stability for promises and guilt. Mark's face changed. He said I was cold, that I'd forgotten where I came from, that if the roles were reversed, he'd help me. I didn't say it out loud, but we both knew that wasn't true. Things got tense. People started watching. Someone muttered about selfishness. Someone else said I was being smart. The music felt too loud, the air too thick. I grabbed my bag and left before it turned into a full-blown spectacle. By the time I got home, my phone was already buzzing. Messages about how hurt Mark was, how embarrassed my aunt felt, how I should think about the kids. One message said, "Money changes people." I stared at that for a long time. Money didn't change me. Needing it did. Working for it did. Knowing what it feels like to have nothing to fall back on did. I didn't respond. I didn't apologize. I didn't explain myself again. For the first time in a long time, I chose to protect the one thing that keeps me standing.